All right, guys, welcome. I got another video here. It's going to show you guys a new product that we have for the JBL equipped Toyota vehicles. This right here is for the GR Corolla, but it does work for other Toyota JBL equipped vehicles. If you've been looking for audio equipment for your JBL Toyota, you've probably come across this guy here. This is the PAC Audio AP4 TY13. Yes, this is designed for JBL Toyota, so this may not look like something new, but from roughly 22 and up, depending on the Toyota vehicle, these do not work. You will not get any audio output out of these guys in the 22 and newer certain Toyota. So I know for sure, like Tundra, the Corolla or GR Corolla, Camry, and some of those other vehicles, this will not function. So what we have here is a modified version of this that we have designed to work with the JBL equipped Toyotas, with one exception. You will lose the audio prompts for Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Google. So anything that gives you like a navigation prompt that tells you turn left here, turn right there, or with Apple CarPlay, with text messaging. So if you get a text message and you hit that button so it reads it back to you, any of those audio prompts will not function with this unit. You still get your SOS functionality, but you do not get those prompts. You still retain Bluetooth audio functionality, so your phone calls and everything will work, but those audio prompts you will lose. So this is not for that person that needs to keep those audio prompts, but what we found is a lot of you guys don't use that functionality, so you're okay with that. Basically, what this is going to allow you to do is bypass the JBL amplifier. So you will not be taking any audio signal out of the JBL amplifier. It will be coming directly out of the Toyota head unit, which in turn gives you better output and gives you, low-level RCA outputs, or even a Toslink fiber optic output. So when we pop this guy open here, we have our harness, we have our subwoofer knob, and then we have the AP4 unit itself. So the AP4 unit itself is unmodified. We don't do anything to that. Subwoofer knob as well is exactly the same. But what we have here is the harness. So the harness itself, more or less, is straightforward. Looks exactly like the standard AP4 harness. When we come to this end here, this is where the differences are. So these two plugs are what would come standard on the AP4, but we need to add a third connector T-harness on here for that newer Toyota JBL equipped vehicle. So we add this third connector on. It is designed like a T-harness, so it'll pass signal through everything just like these do, but it gives us connection to those other wires that need to be connected in order for the AP4 to work in the newer JBL vehicles. What you also get is this harness here. So this does not come with the AP4. You will not get that harness if you bought one of these straight online through PAC or wherever you would purchase one out of the box. You would not get that harness. We include this harness in our kit, and basically what this is going to be a T-harness at the JBL amplifier. So when you use this Toyota AP4, regardless of it being modified or not, you still need to have the JBL amplifier plugged in. So you still need power going to the JBL amplifier, because the amplifier is actually the control unit for the screen up front. So think of the screen up front as like a remote, and the amplifier is actually the brain. So without that JBL amplifier connected, you will not have any volume controls. So what we need to do is give that JBL amplifier power again. So you can unplug your JBL plug this end here, and then plug this back into the JBL amplifier. What that's going to do is that's going to give us power and ground that feeds back into the JBL amp, so it turns on, so it has all that data communication, so you still have all your volume control. And then on this end of the harness, what we give you is all of your speaker wire inputs. So when you're doing your amplifier, your 4-channel amp, and you have all of your speaker wire outputs, you would run that, and then that would give you that connection here. And we do have everything labeled. So mid would be our mid-range connection up on top of the dash, left and right. We have our rears, obvious rear doors, left and right. And then we have our bass and tweeter. So again, with these JBL systems, the bass and tweeter, or mid bass and tweeter up front, are ran off of the same channel. So we have this labeled as bass and tweeter, so that you'll have a T harness that you need to complete that data communication with the JBL amplifier, as well as get connections to the factory speaker wires. So you won't have to chop anything down there and do anything weird to get power and get speaker signal. So that is essentially what you get in these kits. That is how we've designed these guys. Again, this right here is set for the 23 and up Toyota Corolla JBL equipped vehicles, but it would be the same for Tundra, Prius, Camry. I haven't done a whole lot of digging into some of the other vehicles, but I know for sure those guys there, you will be able to use something like this as well. This harness may differ depending on vehicle because the amplifier plugs are different. But essentially, if you have a newer Toyota with JBL and you want to add amplifiers into your vehicle and you want to bypass the JBL amplifier, which a lot of guys do, then this is going to be that solution for you. So, and then just to show you what this is in case you aren't familiar with it, this is the module here. So we have our 6 channels of RCA outputs, front, rear, and sub. Depending on the unit, you can also get it with a fiber optic Toslink output. So it'll have a fiber optic plug here. You can plug in and run your fiber optic cable into a DSP or whatnot. But essentially, this is what you'll have. This will plug in behind the factory head unit, and then you run your RCA cables down to your amplifiers. So this is, again, for the JBL equipped newer Toyotas. We have our modified AP4, modified harness with that third connector. You also get your JBL amp T harness with this. Again, this will give you flat, clean signal output. It will not give you prompt output. So again, navigation prompts, text messaging, anything that's gone through Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, or navigation, Google Maps, or whatnot, you will not get those prompts. But you'll still have all of your music for audio. You'll still have all of your audio for Bluetooth phone calls, and you'll still have all of your SOS audio. So it's just those prompts. Again, it's not for everybody, but some people are willing to make that sacrifice to bypass the JBL amplifier and get flat, clean signal. Most people, not most, but there are quite a few people out there that say, I don't need the prompts. I don't use that. I don't care. I just want the factory head unit. I want to get rid of the JBL amplifier and I want good, clean signal. This is the product for you guys here. So we do not have our website set up yet, but you can catch us on our Instagram, shoot us a DM there, and we will reply to you guys there. These kits, depending on what vehicle it is, they're going to range anywhere from $450 and up. The AP4 itself, I want to say, is normally about $350, somewhere in that area. But, of course, we do need to do the work to add this third harness. We do include this T harness as well. So you are getting more than just that AP4. So, again, if you guys are interested, just hit us on that Instagram, and we'll get you guys set up with some information. All right, thanks for watching.